Good evening. Welcome to Current Affairs. Today is December 7th, 2015. Initially, with respect to cricket, it's an outstanding performance by Team India and we won the series by 3-0. Safaris, they have been defeated on the last day. Since yesterday, we are watching them. So they tried to give a very strong resistance. That's the reason why. So they know that they cannot win, but at least they wanted to go for a draw. That's the reason why very stiff resistance has been applied by them. But today, again, India dominated and we proved so we are a better team. So, anyways, this is we congratulate the Indian cricket team for this. So, when it comes to the rest of the news, please remember very carefully whether a government servant can be punished by the court or not. The answer is yes. So, what exactly is this? Say, for example, very recently, a collector in Telangana district has been awarded with the imprisonment. This is because of the contempt of court. What do you mean by contempt of court? So, when I use the word contempt of the court, that is nothing but not following the orders of the court. That's the reason why the Hyderabad High Court has given punishment to this person. Of course, on the request that is made by Advocate General of Telangana State, this particular punishment has been postponed for a period of time so that he can make an appeal to a bench. So this is what happened. So what is the meaning of this? Meaning is simple. A government officer is expected not to escape from his responsibilities. And especially when the judiciary interferes, so he has to follow the directions that are given by the judiciary. Otherwise, that is considered to be contempt of the court. Look here, again I am repeating, whatever the state you belong to, whatever the state you belong to, so many times you will come across in the newspaper that so and so secretary of so and so department has been summoned by the court. Meaning, you need to implement the orders that are given by the court. Otherwise, the court does not care even about the senior bureaucrats, and they'll be asked to appear before the court. So this is what exactly happens. So that's the reason why, so meaning it should become an eye opener to all the administrators who are present across the country. So whether you are a junior or a senior, contempt of court is taken very seriously by the judiciary. So that is one example. I'll show you the document now. See here, all of you who are preparing for civil service examination and all of you who have taken public administration optional, these are the live examples for you. These are the live examples for you. So because the issues that are related to the service conditions is a part of the syllabus in public administration. So that is the reason why when you are writing the answers in public administration with respect to these type of questions, you can include the live examples. This is what I was telling you. Hence, public administration should be supported by the current affairs. That's the reason why I want all of you who are writing with the public administration should be very clearly aware of the things whatever is going on in the administration, especially when it happens at the highest level. You have to concentrate on that more and try to understand the complete information, and you need to write that information, the examination, the latest one. So whatever I am talking to you, so that is related to very recent past. So the people who are writing the examination in this December civil services, you can quote these examples. And if somebody is writing the exam in December 2016, Before that, again, you will come across with so many examples and try to write the latest example in the examination. This is the place where you can score better marks when compared to the others. Traditional writings of answers are no more permitted. Are no more permitted. There should be current affairs touch to all the answers. So now this is one example with respect to collector. In the same stage, a former municipal commissioner has also been awarded with the imprisonment. But again, on the request that is made by the council, it has been postponed for a period of time so that they can go for the appeal again. But if the judiciary takes it seriously, the consequences will be very, very severe. Now, let me open the document once again. Please have a look at this. Today is December 7th. Collector was awarded imprisonment. Look at this. The name of the collector is Mr. M. Raghunandan Rao. He is right now collector for Rangareddy district in Telangana. In Telangana state, you have 10 districts, and out of this 10, Rangareddy district is one district. Now, excuse me. Look at the second point. So this happened in Rangareddy. So he was awarded 4 weeks of imprisonment and a penalty of rupees 2000 by the Hyderabad court. See here, so this is the Hyderabad court means is the Hyderabad High Court. Kindly remember, previously it was called Andhra Pradesh High Court. Now it became Hyderabad High Court, which is the common high court for both Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. And why this punishment? This is because of the contempt of court. Why? What did he do? Look at this. He did not implement the order of the court for vacating the people who are staying illegally for the houses that were constructed for weaker sections of the society. Obviously, is it not a failure on the part of the government? Is it not a failure on the part of the collector? Collector is the most important person to the district level. So now, so the idea is that the houses have been constructed for the weaker sections, and these houses must be allocated only to those sections. But unfortunately, this is one of the very, very serious incidents that are happening across India, that these weaker section houses are being occupied illegally by the people who are powerful. And obviously, what can be done? The poor innocent cannot do anything. But now the judiciary has taken it very seriously, and the judiciary has ordered the collector to see that these people who are occupying illegally should be vacated. Unfortunately, collector did not implement the order. Not implementing the order of the High Court is nothing but the contempt of court. It was taken very seriously by the High Court of Hyderabad. That's the reason why punishment has been awarded. So, what is the meaning of this? The meaning is simple. So, you cannot take the things for granted. Look at this. The court also withheld the punishment for 4 weeks after the request made by Advocate General. Look at this. I have a question for you. Maybe you know the answer for this. Who of the following is the first law officer at the state level? First law officer. Chief Justice of the High Court, Chief Secretary, Attorney General, or D. Advocate General? As you know, the answer is the Advocate General. Kindly remember, the first law officer of the country is Attorney General. But the question is related to the first law officer at the state level, and the answer is Advocate General. And also remember, Advocate General is appointed by the governor. Look at this. So this is the answer, that is D. Kindly remember this. And if you want to know more about the Advocate General, please go to our polity classes and please go through that one. Look at this. Another similar type of case, this is the imprisonment for municipal commissioner. Municipal commissioner, he was a former municipal commissioner, in fact. His name is KV Ramanachari. Former municipal commissioner was awarded 2 months of imprisonment and 1500 rupees penalty by the Hyderabad High Court. Again, this is for the contempt of the court. And on the request made by the public prosecutor, the punishment was held for 4 weeks. Clear? Look at this. And what did he do? The former municipal commissioner failed for granting the compensation to the victims in time. Is that okay? Look at this. See here, most of the times we say that the people are more powerful. Yes, the people are more powerful than any other organ in the government. But the only thing is that people, unfortunately, in countries like India, they are not aware of their rights. This is happening because of the lack of proper education. So that's the reason why the first priority must be given to creating the awareness, and that is possible only through the proper education. So this is the place where you need to concentrate more. So this is the place where you need to achieve certain goals. That's the reason why we always comment. Even while discussing about the general essay, we speak on this primary education, or secondary education, or higher education, or technical education, whatever the education you are talking about, that education is the defective education. That education is giving some certificates, but not the knowledge, not the awareness. That's the reason why there is a very, very serious necessity in the country for the reforms in the whole education system. Otherwise, the people are reading the subjects only to get marks, only to get the certificates. But when it comes to the general issues, maybe the social issues, economic issues, political issues, environmental issues, technological issues, they are not aware, very, very unfortunate. So that's the reason why this is another difference between developed nations and developing nations. How many people will approach judiciary whenever there is a problem? But the constitution has guaranteed the rights to the people. Whenever our rights are violated, we can approach the judiciary. And how do you know all these things? So these things people should know, that is possible only through the proper education. So am I clear? That's the reason why whether the person is a commissioner, whether the person is a collector or any other higher rank, so the court does not bother whether you are working for the people, whether you are implementing the orders of the judiciary or not. That will make all the difference. Is that clear? Now, look at this. You must be knowing this point. Already I have touched this point previously, but just like a repetition. Justice T.S. Thakur is appointed as a Chief Justice of India, right? As you know this already. And he is the 43rd Chief Justice of India, and he retires on January 4th, 2017. So more than 1 year he is going to be the CJI. And this gentleman, he delivered judgment in IPL spot fixing and betting case. And I already discussed with you what is spot fixing and betting case. And apart from this, the investigation of the Sharada scam and NRHM scams, are also looked into by a bench that is headed by Justice T.S. Thakur. Sir, I would like to share one point with you with respect to this gentleman. Today, he made a statement that is really appreciable, acceptable, and the people must follow. Just 2 days back, I was talking to you with respect to Delhi government decision on pollution control, odd even formula for vehicles. I already told you this one. So from January 1st onwards, the vehicles, all the vehicles will not be coming onto the roads. More vehicles, more pollution, more damage. So you need to take some measures, and the Delhi government has decided that odd number of vehicles and even number of vehicles, they will be coming onto the roads on alternative days. So all vehicles will not be there on the roads. Is it a good decision or not? Definitely, it's a good decision. Definitely, it is going to reduce the atmospheric pollution. But of course, there are some political parties who criticized all these things. That's up to them. So many parties have criticized the Delhi government. But today, the Delhi government has got a big relief from the CJI. CJI said that if the situation is demanding, on our part, all the judges will be coming to coming to the so-called the court through some other means of transportation. So we are ready to travel in other vehicles, including the buses and the metros. So this is the statement that is given by the CJI, meaning it's an indication that the present Chief Justice of India has welcomed the decision that is taken by the so-called the Delhi government. So these are the statements which will give really increase the morale of the government. Though there is a criticism, so it has come in the form of a big boost to the Delhi government, and hopefully everything goes well in Delhi and the air pollution will come down. I am not saying that just by this measure air pollution will be coming down, but it's a beginning. It's a beginning, and the success depends on how exactly this is going to be implemented. Now, so let me once again open the document. Please have a look at this. You have some information with respect to Chief Justice of India. I have a question. Who administers the oath of office to the Chief Justice of India? You know the answer already, but have a look at this. The President, the Vice President, senior most judge of the Supreme Court, or the Law Minister? Answer is the President of India. Okay, fine. Right. Sir, I already told you that we are launching a new batch for IAS 2016 on December 21st. The day is very, very near, and if you are interested, please enroll yourself for this batch and try to achieve the IAS for the 2016. And what are all the techniques, methods, what you are going to do, everything will be taught to you during the course of our classes. And for today, I thank you so much for being with me this evening. Thank you so much. Good night.